With its smooth curves and creamy appearance, this 72-year-old car displayed at the Motoring Heritage Day 2013 was one of the last few cars made in pre-war Singapore.
And it was actually made here at the Ford plant in Bukit Timah, and it was made about 2 or 3 months before the Japanese invaded, and the Japanese Imperial Army used it as a kind of a car, and through the occupation, and then the Dutch took it down to the Batavia in the old days, and they got kicked out and they kind of gave it to the Gurkhas.
The Mercury's owner, Kevin White, also owns 5 other vintage cars, one of which is the oldest car on display at the event, a 1933 Ford Tudor sedan. However, owning a car this old has its difficulties, especially when it doesn't come with a petrol gauge.
I don't really remember how long I've driven it for, and you've actually got to put a stick in the back to pull the stick out and see how much it's wet. So depending how often I put the stick in, so to speak, I know how much petrol I've got.
These cars were some of the 51 cars on display at the event, with 4 of them belonging to President of the Malaysia and Singapore Vintage Car Register, Khoo Kay Hong. In fact, one of them has been in his family for over 3 generations.
It's been in the family for about 50 years, and it was my granddad's and passed to my dad, and I'm pretty sure eventually to me as well.
Kay Hong owns over 10 vintage cars, and he's not about to stop there.
Next vintage car, honestly, or at least we are looking for a Mercedes, a nice vintage Mercedes.
But these vintage car owners tell us that finding that perfect car is all about luck and timing.
Most of these things happen as a matter of just good fortune. You know, you hear about something, you follow it up as a lead, it's a bit of detective work, and you track them down and try to find the owner and then enter into some sort of a negotiation.
Sometimes depends on luck. Occasionally, if one comes up that we really like and we decide we want it, then we'll try and possibly bid for it in an auction or something.
The event, held at the Tanjong Pagar railway station, was a showcase of nostalgia that attracted both young and old.
I'm a car enthusiast and I'm also a car photographer. I like to take pictures of these kind of cars.
Which one is your favorite?
The Aston Martin DB6.
Why?
It's the rarest here.
以前我坐过的 Morris 的车小辆的那时候早期我妈妈还给我们坐这种车去上学嘛，是邻居的